So welcome everyone on this channel named Geeks for Geek School, and I would like to welcome those students also who have joined in this tutorial on my own channel, which is Gaurav Kumar Jain. So in this lecture we are going to talk about how can we design and develop a full-fledged service app on Thunkable. So basically in this tutorial we will be focusing on the designing part more as in comparison to the coding part, and you are going to get, you will get to learn a lot of things related to the designing of the application on this Thunkable platform. Fine. So, how to access Thunkable platform? First of all, I would like to tell you about that. The students who are new, they can just note these steps down. So you just have to write down this. Either you can write down X Thunkable or just write down Thunkable, and automatically this is what you will be redirected to. Now you can hit this hyperlink present right on the top, and it will redirect you on one of the beautiful websites which is going to look like this. Now why have I got redirected directly on my dashboard? Because I'm already logged in with my email address on this platform named Thunkable. So if you haven't created your account yet on this platform, it's very easy. You can make use of your Facebook ID, or you can make use of your Gmail address for creating a profile of your own on this beautiful platform, and you can simply start creating the applications after creating your profile, once you're done with creating your profile. Fine. Okay, so let's hit this button over here. It is going to open for us a new window. Now here we have to mention the name of the project. Whatever name you want to give to your project, you can mention that name over here. So I would like to mention this name, services app. Okay, and let's hit this create button. So it will take some time. It will prepare for you the whole environment where you can design and code your application, and this is what after some time it will redirect you to. So this is the mobile simulator screen where you can put any of these components which are getting reflected over here, and if you'll select any of the component, so automatically the properties of that component are going to get reflected in this properties window. So basically it has three different parts. One is this where you're able to see all the components, then there is this part where you're able to see the mobile simulator screen, and then there is this part where you will get to see all the properties related to the component. Right. Now let's begin with designing the app. So the first thing that I require is a row. So how can we get a row component? We just have to type row over here in this input box, and this is what you're going to come across. So you can just drag this row component and put it over here. Let's see whether it is going to get added successfully or not. No, it hasn't got added successfully. Why? Because that row is not getting reflected over here. Let's try it one more time. So if you'll double click this, let's see whether we'll be able to add it using the double click method or not. Okay, I've double clicked this component, but no, I'm not able to add it like this. Let's drop it one more time over here. No, and how about if I'll drop it over here? Okay, so the row has got successfully added. Fine. And all the properties of this row are getting reflected over here in this properties section. Now I would like to have a label box. Label box is generally used if you want to get some text reflected on your app. So this is a best component you can make use of. So I would like to add a label to this row over here. Okay, so we are done with adding this label box. Now let's change the name of this label box, or shall we just keep it label 1 only? Okay, label 1 is also good. Let's not make any changes in this label's name, but the thing which I want to see getting reflected in this label box is this: Geeks for Geeks. So this is the name of the company. I would like to see getting reflected over here. Now if you want to customize the appearance of this, so let's change the font size to 30. I think this is going to look fine now. Yes, it is. Okay. And then if you want to play with this border width or radius, if you want to have some kind of border around it, then you can make use of these border properties, right? But I don't want to define any kind of border for now, so that's why I'm skipping this part. Okay, let's now come on this row. So I want this currently this label box is present inside this row, so it's a part of this row. I want this row to perfectly fit this content. So how can we make this row equal to the content it possesses? So we can come up over here and we can change this one to fit contents. So that's how you can get the required changes. Fine. That's how you can get the required output. Now let's add one more row. So you guys can write down row over here, and automatically this is a component which you will be able to see getting reflected over here. So there are basically two types of components, as you guys very well know. One is the visible components, which we are dealing with right now, okay, which we can see on this app, and the second type of components are the invisible components. Fine. So row is also a visible component. Let's put it over here. Okay, so the look of the app is somewhat like this. Let's do one thing. Let's drag and drop this row over this row 2. Fine, so that's what you will get to see as an output now. So row 2 is here, right in the bottom of this row 1, in which this Geeks for Geeks is coming. Fine, now I would like to have a button for this inside this row 2. So let's drag and drop this button over here. Okay, and then I don't want to have any kind of background color, so I'm making it go transparent. That's what you can do for making the background transparent. Okay, and then what else can we do? Just a second. So let's change the view of this button. So first thing I would like to change is this border radius. I don't want it to be, I don't want any any kind of rounded borders. So that's the reason I'm eliminating it and putting 0 over here. And as you can see, the borders are now no more round in shape. They are perfectly, we are getting a perfect edge, right, on all the 4 points. Okay, now we can make use of this property. Let's change it to fill container. So automatically this is going to increase the height of the button, and if you will do the same thing for this width, this is going to increase the width of the button. So now the button is covering the entire row. Fine. Okay, now what we are going to do, let's select this row and create a duplicate of this component. Now how to create a duplicate? So after selecting this row, when you'll come right on the top in this properties section, here in this right corner you will be able to find this duplicate button. Just hit this button to create a duplicate of the component you have selected. Fine, so this is a window you're going to come across. Now you can hit this duplicate button over here, which is going to create a duplicate of the row you have selected. So this is row 2 and this is row 1, in which we have a button, that is button 2. Okay, and if you want to place this row in the side of this row 2, so Okay, I think I have done some mistake over here. I need to eliminate this row 3. I don't want this row 3. I want only one row to be there. So we have, second, let me do it one more time. Yeah, perfect. Okay, and let's now drag it, and I would like to see it like this. So this one is row 3. Okay, and just a second, I need to put it in the side of this row 2. Okay, and how about if I'll duplicate this row 2 one more time? Let's see what is the kind of output we are going to get. Okay, so now we have 4 different containers over here. Let's repeat the same step one more time. So I'm going to select this row 2. Let's hit this duplicate option one more time. So this is going to create for us 2 more containers. No, not like this. I don't want to see it like this. Just a second, let me eliminate this from here. Okay, I would like to select this row 5. Okay, in this row 4, what do we have? Just a second. In this row 2 we have this row 3 and all. Fine. Row 2 and then duplicate. Okay, so now we have 4 different containers, right? See, sorry, 6 different containers we have right now on our app. Okay, great. Just a second, I need to check something over here. Yes, everything is going fine. So we are done with defining the required containers for this app. Let's now check out Google Images for finding some relevant pictures that we can use for our application. So I would like to first check out whether we have something for let's say police. Okay, icon. Fine, let's make use of this one. I think this is looking good. Save image as. I would like to save it with, so what you can do, you can just type out this police icon, and then you can save this with a unique name on your desktop. Or else, why we are going for this, let's do one thing. Let's make use of languages, C++, Python, etc. I think this is a better choice. Yeah, so C++ programming. So what I'm going to do after defining the images for all the sections, I am going to link every tab to the websites on which we can find the data related to these things. So C++ is going to be the first option, and okay, so I'm done with saving it with that name C++. Now I'm going to import this image which I just saved with this name on this Thunkable platform. So I would like to first select this button here and hit this upload button. It is going to redirect us on the desktop. So I think here I will be able to find that C++ image. Yes, this is the one I just downloaded, and let's see whether we'll be able to get it reflected over here in this or not. Yes, so C++ programming is coming over here. Fine. No, fill container is a better option. Yep. Okay, so that's how the pic is going to get reflected. Let's now search for Python. I would like to go for this icon. I think this is a better choice. So you just have to check out the pics, and then you can open it up on a bigger window, and then after, when you'll right click on this picture, a cascading menu you're going to come across. Then you can make use of that save image as option, with which you'll be able to get redirected on one of the locations present on your desktop, and here you can save it with a unique name. Let's save it with this name, Python. Okay. Fine, let's search for .NET. Okay, so this is .NET. Which one shall I choose now? This is the question. Let's go with this one. I think this is looking great. So one by one, I'm going to say search for the images, and okay, so this is fine. Then background picture, upload image. Just a second, I think why this second pic is not getting reflected over here. Is there any issue with the pic? Let's check it out. So background picture, this is perfectly fine. Okay. So cover is going to do like this. Contain, I think it's a better option. Why we're not able to see this Python's image? Let's change it to C++ and see whether it is going to support it or not. Yes, this one is okay. Now Python is getting reflected. Fine. So that's what you can do. If in case you upload some pic and you're not able to see it, then you can replace the option with the one which is getting reflected, which this platform is supporting, and after that you can again select the option which it is not supporting. So that's how you can get the output. Fine. So till now the app is looking perfectly fine. Now let's search for what other languages do we have. C++, Python, then we have Java. Okay, so I think we can go with this one. This is looking perfect. Save image as, so I'm going to save it with this name, Java. Let's make use of this background picture option, Java. Okay. So the image has got uploaded successfully and it is visible to us over here. Let's search for about, so we are done with this C++, Python, .NET, Java. Then let's make use of Android course. Okay, so this is what you're going to come across. Let's I want to select something in the background of which white color is there. That's so that the app can look perfectly fine, because all these pics over here have white in the background, right? Okay, so can we go with this one? This is looking nice. Android, yep. It's 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 how about this mobile app development? This is also good. Let's go with this one. Save image as. So I'm going to save it with mobile Android. Okay. Then we can come on Thunkable and let's select this cell we have created. Then we can upload that file we just downloaded. Here I go. Mobile Android, and this is how it is going to look like on this app. Okay, no, it is not looking good. Just a second. Let's select something else. This one is nice, but in the background it is green. I'm searching for something in which the background of which should be white. Yeah, I think this is going to look good on our app. Okay, so I'm saving it with this Android name. Let's come over here and so I'm going to go with the pic I just saved, Android. So right now it's not getting reflected over here, right? Let's change it to C++. C++ is getting reflected, and if I'll change it to Android again, okay, so it's visible to us over here. Great. And let's now make use of this iOS. Okay, so we have a couple of photographs for iOS too. Which one shall we go for? iOS. I think this one is going to look fine, right? Or let's use this one. Yeah, this is looking fine. Yeah. So let's save this image with a unique name first on the desktop. So I'm going to save it with iOS, and then we can come on this Thunkable platform and select this cell we have created. Again, I'm going to make use of this not this one, background picture property, and let's upload the image we just saved with this iOS name. Okay, let's see how is it going to look like on this app of ours. Okay, so all the 6 pictures are now there and the app is looking super marvelous, right? Let's now do some coding. Coming to the blocks, let's define the codes for the cells we have just created over here for our app. Okay, so the first thing that I would like to do is, what is the name of this button? Let's check it out. So it is button 2, right? So when the user will hit this button 2, I would like him to get redirected on a specific website which contains this C++ course. So first of all, I would like to check out that website, C++ course Geeks for Geeks. Do we have this C++ course? Let's see. Yes, we do have this. So Geeks for Geeks have everything, right? Right from C++ to Android and mobile application development. It has everything. Okay, so C++ course is there, and okay, so it's only of 699. That's great. Let's link our app to this web page. So I'm going to copy this whole, not now, but let's first choose this button to. Before copying this URL, I am doing this thing. So when the user will hit this button 2, I would like this app to redirect him to that page. Now how will I make it possible? What we can do, we can make use of open link. Okay, this is the block we guys can make use of for redirecting the user on a particular web page or website. So I'm going to copy this whole link and I am putting it over here. Let's see whether this app is going to work as per how we have coded its first button. Let's